Hi guys, how you guys doing? Today we're going to make a quick tutorial on the video settings, which is so important these days, on the Canon 90D and how you navigate through those for your YouTube, your TikTok, etc. So it's really important that you understand those features, frame rates, focus points, tracking, image stabilization, all those key features that you need to understand to ensure that you get the best possible footage for your videos. So let's get started. This video is about video settings. So important to your videography these days are mirrorless and DSLR cameras. And today I am going to show you where and what settings maybe you should have for filming. These film in 4K, 8K, they film full frame. You've got your grids on them. They all do those beautiful things. They've got auto tracking on them. So if you want subjects to be tracked. So this one's got tracking on it. I've got it on here. Look, if I click, if I've got this phone, for example, I put this phone here. Just bear with me. There we go. And if I focus onto that, it will focus into that subject. And then if I move that around, it will track that object, and that's in videography mode, which is really important nowadays. This histogram I've put on here is really useful as well, because what it does, it tells you the balance of tone and color. So this histogram that you're looking at the moment isn't very even, so you want that to be as even as you can, so then your videography will have a more toned look, it will have a more balanced look. If you go to the menu, okay, if you go to the menu, and I am going to go all the way to, let's go to, oh, I'm going to lose you now, man. I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to hover through my menu, okay, and in my menu I have got 4K shooting, okay, 4K over here, which is at 25 frames per second. And if I click on that, I can change it to 50 frames per second. I can change it to HD 50 frames per second. I can have it 4K 25 frames per second, okay? Or I can have it FHD, full HD, 25 frames per second. So I'm going to put it on 8K, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to put in sound recording. So look at me here, sound recording, and there is a little graph there. That needs to be on, you can have it on manual, but I'm just going to leave that on auto. Okay, let's go back to my menu. You've got your lens aberration correction. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what that is. So if you've got any, if you guys know what that is, please do leave a message and I'll maybe research into that a little bit more. Then you've got your, you've got different things here as well. Your white balance. At the moment it's on sunlight, and I'm not in a sunlight environment, so I might put that on auto, okay? And I've got that set up. So here's my camera. I've got it on this view, digital viewfinder. So if I click off, if I click on this button here, sorry, if I go to that one there. Actually, let me do that again. Sorry, I'm sort of clicking and you're thinking, what the hell is this guy clicking on about? So if I click on Q, I've got these buttons here, spot tracking. So I've got it on, tracking on here. If I go to info, it'll give me a bit more info. If I go back and I go to info, I can click on this and see the info. If I click on this info button, it takes me back to my main menu. And if I click on shutter, your shutter is really important. So what was I shooting at? Full frame, 25 frames per second. So what you should really do is double it to 100 or 125. Why? Because you will get crisper videography. There will be less lag, okay? Don't shoot it at 25 frames per second. Double your frame rate, okay? Which is useful. Your aperture, well, that depends on what you're shooting, whether it's in low light or it's in taut light. You know what I mean by that is direct sunlight. You need to control that, okay? So for example, if I was filming now and it was in low light, I might increase the aperture, so I'll have a smaller number, which will be a bigger number, so there's more light filtering into the sensor in order to get more data, more data captured. Okay, so I would maybe increase that depending on what I'm doing, and then obviously your ISO, you can increase and decrease that as well. Okay, I would leave that on auto if I was me. So once you got those, you got it in record button, so that's record. Okay, info will give you all the information that you need for your settings. If you just click on info, and it will show you all the things that you need. So have it like that if I was you. You know, and if you move it around, you can see the histogram moving around. If you click on, this icon here, it will take everything where, just leave that histogram on, so you can hover through and just see what the histogram's saying. If you click off it, all your settings will come back. So that was that button there. Okay. Q button will take me back to my menu, so I can view through all my settings. And if I want to play my footage, I can click on that, just touch screen and play the footage back, etc. Now, how do I record? Well, record is just that one there. Just press that button there and it will record for you. Okay. My advice to you is get yourself a 64 gig class 10 or 128 gig class 10 SD card. Don't get those crappy ones on Amazon for about 20 quid. Spend a bit of money and get yourself a decent SD card. So this one's got 64 gig class 10 SD card. Now we don't want to really use these things anymore. They're old school. And these cameras do nowadays, or you know, you can download that app one of my colleagues was telling me about, and send your pictures direct from your phone to your smartphone, and that's what you want to be doing really. So this is old school, man. Do you know what I mean? Like compact flashes and SD cards. You don't want to be doing that, to tell you the truth. So if you're getting a new camera, ask that question: can I send my pictures direct from my DSLR straight to my mobile? A lot of these cameras now also, you know, you can live stream. I think you can live stream via this one as well. Which is, you know, what you want to do. So if you're a blogger, you work on TikTok, YouTube and all that kind of jazz, you definitely want a camera that allows you to do that, because that's what you are buying that camera for in most cases. You know, I just do demos. I'm not really putting my face into this, to say the truth. Well, you saw me in the beginning, but I like to just demonstrate and talk about the technical requirements. So for me, I don't really need the live streaming, but you might be doing food blogs, or you might be doing whatever you might be doing, and you want your videos to be live streamed at 4K with some professional settings to give you that nice high contrast tonal balance for your photography or your filming. Man, oh man, I can go on, can't I? So yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Hopefully you don't find me too difficult, like a taught apple. And you know, you appreciate, and I appreciate all the comments and all the feedback that you guys give me. It's much loved, you know. And if you've got any more videos that you want me to make, just drop me an email, man. If you want to be a bad boy and send me some horrible comments, I'm not going to take it on the chin. I'll look at them and I'll take it as constructive feedback, and I'll push forward. So yeah, folks, thanks for watching, and I look forward to your next comments for the next videos on these absolutely beautiful things. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.